Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1961 Pennant race is on the air. Today's date is September 19th. Well, actually, it really is September 19th of 2022. But here, today's date is September 19th, 1961. Kind of funny. I'm not sure if this is the first time I've actually had a baseball date actually fall on the actual day playing. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to check. But I think this may be the first time. So today's date is 9/19/2022. The baseball date is 9/19/1961. The Pittsburgh Pirates take on the Cincinnati Reds at Crosley Field. Let's take a look at the standings here for the games at the moment. In the American League, the Detroit, New York, and Baltimore have all clinched playoff berths. The Yankees are 5 games back of the Tigers. Baltimore 6 back. The Chicago White Sox, pretty much with 2 more victories, the White Sox will get a winning record, pretty much guaranteeing them a playoff spot the way things are going. The Boston Red Sox, however, are back to 500. They cannot lose more than 4 games. The Cleveland Indians are 70 and 80. They are 5 back of the Red Sox for 5th. If Cleveland loses 1 more game in the ticker tonight, they are officially eliminated. As a member, you cannot have a 500. You must be above 500 to make the postseason. National League, the San Francisco Giants have already clinched a playoff spot. The Dodgers are 3 back. The Pirates are 3.5 back. This is an important game for the Pirates also, thinking maybe they can catch the Giants. The Milwaukee Braves now are in 4th place, but only a half-game lead on the Cincinnati Reds, who the Reds today know they need to win. A win here puts them back in 4th place, and then actually ties them with the Braves, and then we'll see what 10-minute ticker has to say. Those are the standings at the time of this game, 9/19. So it is a very important matchup tonight. The Cincinnati Reds historically won the game, 10-1. They destroyed Pittsburgh in this matchup. The Reds had 15 hits and no errors. The Pirates, 7 hits and no errors. But then again, sometimes we know Inside Pitch has a mind of its own. So who knows what will happen tonight. DBIP, Brian B. and Doug Hunt are first to join us here at Crosley Field. A very important game between the Bucks and the Redlegs. What can happen tonight? We shall soon find out in a huge game here in the National League. Starting pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds in this game is Jim O'Toole. 19 wins, 9 losses, 2 saves, a 3.09 ERA. We've seen him, of course, a number of times. O'Toole is considered maybe the best pitcher the Reds had that year. With the lowest ERA, he gets the call for the Reds tonight. So if everybody in the chat is ready to go, let's play some Monday Night Baseball in a big game between the Reds and the Pirates. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Pirates, center fielder Bill Verdon. .260 average, 9 homers, 58 RBIs for 61. We are using red, white, and red dice. Reds are the home team. Bruce Berkowitz joins us here at Crosley Field. Good to see you there, Bruce. Good to see everybody here. Let's start tonight's big game in the National League. O'Toole, 5'2". That's a range play at the park. Crosley Field, 6'4". It's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Coleman. Coleman's got good range. His range is a 4, and he'll make a play. Nice job by Coleman. O'Toole will come over. Coleman will pitch it to him, and that will be an out. 1 down. Nice play by Gordy Coleman. Pretty much a diving stop with the 4, but he got it. 1 down. Next up will be the shortstop, Dick Grote. .275 average, 6 homers, 55 RBIs. Sean 1113 now joins us here at Crosley Field. Finished your 73 Red season replay. Reds, Cardinals, Red Sox, and Royals were division winners. What? My Mets didn't win the 1973 National League East? I only got one word to say. Rigged. Joe Turney joins us here at Crosley Field. O'Toole, 3-3. That's a pitcher result against a righty. A 1-4 is a base hit up the middle. The 3 is good. It's a single. So Grote makes a nice hit, and he will go to first on the single. Nice starting hit for him. Now we'll see right fielder, one of the greatest of all time, Roberto Clemente. 351 average, 23 homers, 89 RBIs. Had an excellent season in 61. Infield, a double play depth. Grote, nothing happening on the 9. O'Toole will make the pitch. 4-1, possible error. Clemente, 1-5, and that's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Coleman. Coleman's error rating is a 7. That's an 8. He will not make an error. 2-2-2. Shortstop, Casco, pivot rating 0. A 1 or a 2. He will turn a double play, and he won't. It's a nice play by Coleman, but he'll have to give it to O'Toole, who will get to the bag. 2 down. Grote will go to second on the 6. So once again, another nice play by Coleman, who doesn't make an error. Here comes the first baseman, Dick Stewart. 301 average, 35 homers, 117 RBIs. That is an excellent year for him. Stewart seems to be the hard hitter for the Pirates. Every time he's on the board, a lot of times on the board, he seems to get a big homer. Mets finished second. Of course they did. Rigged. Oh, strategy roll. And that's 5, nothing happening. Grote stays at second. O'Toole, 6-4 against the righty. Strikeout, and he got Stewart on a K, and that will strike him out. No, first strikeout for O'Toole. Had a lot of them that year, 178. That was pretty good. No runs and a hit for the Pirates. Crosley Field subtracts 2 from strikeouts and 1 from walks, but that 2 does get Stewart easily. Bottom of the first, no score. Big game for the Reds. A win here, they will tie the Braves for 4th. The Pirates still thinking they can catch the Giants or the Dodgers for the National League lead. Bottom of the first, starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, once again, is Bob Friend. 14 wins, 9 losses, 1 save, a 3.85 ERA. He gets the call for the Bucks tonight. So we are all set to see what the Reds got up. Leading off for the Reds, Brian B's favorite Red of all time, second baseman Don Blasingame. 222 average, a homer, and 21 RBIs. Brian B loves Blasingame. That's what his last name is Brian Blasingame. Isn't it, Brian? We know it is. Friend with the pitch. 4-5. Home run chance against the lefty. A 1-8. The 15 is too high. Blasingame, 5-3, and Blasingame gets a base hit to right field, so he leads off with a single. Good start for the Reds. Blasingame will hold at first. And now coming up will be the shortstop, Eddie Casco, 271 average, 2 homers, 27 RBIs. Infield is at double play depth. No range, no arm, no average of power, but they let him off. Oh, come on, you love Blasingame, Brian. 4 stolen bases. That's 14. He's not going anywhere. Friend will pitch to Casco. Friend, 4-3. Walk, 1. Ball 4. Yep, and that right now, Bob is the friend of all the Reds fans out there as he allows a base hit and a walk to start the inning for him. First walk issued by Friend. He only had 35 of them, though, in 61. Infield will stay at double play depth. Next batter, center fielder, Vada Pinson, 343 average, 16 homers, 87 RBIs. He should be in the Hall of Fame, not Harold Baines. Blasingame on at second, Casco on at first. Strat, 11, nothing happening. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Crosley Field. Friend will go ahead and make the pitch. Friend, 2-5. Wild pitch. That is a wild one. That will go to the backstop. And so far right now, the Pirates are letting the Reds do whatever they want. That is a wild pitch by Friend. Runners at second and third now will re-roll the strat. And that is a 1. Blasingame will stay put. Pinson will still wait another pitch now. Infield will now come in. Friend will set up. Here comes the pitch. Friend, 6-5. That's a blank. Pinson, 4-2. It's a fly ball to center field. That's going to be caught by Verdon for the out. Pinson, sacrifice fly of 3. He will not bring in Blasingame that way. Blasingame, a base running rating of 4. Verdon -1 arm, 1-3. He scores, and he does not. Blasingame will hold at third. So a fly ball to center, but the Reds cannot bring him in. So now 1 out. And here comes right fielder, also one of the greatest of all time, the ambassador, Frank Robinson. 323 average, 37 homers, 124 RBIs. Runners at second and third. Infield staying in. That's 12, nothing happening. Friend will make the pitch. Friend, 2-4. That is a blank. Robinson, 4-5. And that's a ground ball to second base. It's a grounder to second. Now, Blasingame's base running rating is a 2 with the infield in. Brian B., do you want me to send him? And he says he already told me he wanted me to send him. So the throw, Blasingame is coming in to score. And in this case, it's very early in the game. The Pirates are going to take the shore out at first. They will let Blasingame score, and it will be 1-0. And that's the second out. I think the Pirates would go ahead and just get the out. It's early. 1-0 in favor of the Reds, as he will come in to score on a ground ball to second. Casco, of course, does go to third. And that, I believe, is the right play. Next batter for the Reds will be left fielder Jerry Lynch. 315 average, 13 homers, 50 RBIs. So runner on in third, but now 2 outs. Casco stays put. Friend with the pitch. 6-6, error on a throw. Lynch will go ahead and swing the bat. 5-4, and that's a fly ball to center. Verdon will get to that. There won't be a throwing error because it is the last out, and the inning will end. 1 run on 1 hit and a walk. And the Reds have a quick 1-0 lead here after 1. And I'm pretty sure that they would get the sure out at first. It's very early in the game. And plenty of time for the Pirates to get runs. We will go to the top of the second. O'Toole back on the mound. Leading off for the Pirates, third baseman Don Hoke. 298 average, 12 homers, 61 RBIs. So O'Toole will now pitch to Hoke here to start the top of the second. O'Toole, that is a 3-4, strikeout 10, that is high. Hoke, a 5-3, it's a fly to left, and that will be handled by Lynch. And that is the first out. 1 down, and now we'll see left fielder Bob Skinner. 268 average, 3 homers, 42 RBIs, and 61. O'Toole will set up and make the pitch. 4-5, strikeout 5, he got him. He gets him on a strikeout, second strikeout for O'Toole. And here comes the catcher, Hal Smith. 223 average, 3 homers, 26 RBIs. Amazing that we got a lot of games with the Pirates with Smith as the catcher. He only played in 67 games, but Hal Smith, I think, took over for Pittsburgh late with Smokey Burgess. Again, Smith, I guess, was used against left-handed pitching, where Smokey Burgess was used against righties. I will tell you right now, in a postseason, Smokey Burgess is going to be the main catcher. I don't see him platooning with Smith here. O'Toole will go ahead and pitch. 2-6, error on a throw. Smith, 2-2. It's a fly ball to center. That'll be handled by Pinson. He'll have no problem with it, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for O'Toole. We will go to the bottom of the second, as the Reds holding a 1-0 lead. Yes, I'm hearing a lot of good things about History Maker Express, History Maker Baseball Express. I'm hearing a lot of good things about it so far. A lot of people are enjoying that game, and I am going to take a look at History Maker Baseball myself. I'm just waiting for them to release the large print book. And then I may pick up a copy of History Maker Baseball and get the all-time franchise greats for all the teams. I will not get seasons from History Maker. I already have that taken care of with Inside Pitch. Bottom of the second, leading off for the Reds will be first baseman Gordy Coleman, 287 average, 26 homers, 87 RBIs. Friend will be a friend and make a pitch. 2-4, blank, Coleman. 2-4, and that's a fly to right. It will be Roberto making the play. Easy there by Clemente, one down. Next up will be Gene Freeze. Freeze is in third base for this game. 277 average, 26 homers, 87 RBIs. Brian Pedersen joins us here at Crosley Field. Friend, 5-5. That is a blank. Freeze. 1-5 against the right-handed pitcher. It's chopped back, right back to Friend. And Friend will handle it, throw to first for the out, 2 down. And now 2 outs. And that will bring up the catcher, Daryl Johnson. Johnson was with the Philadelphia Phillies most of 61, wound up on the Reds later. 270 average, a homer, 9 RBIs. And once again, we see Johnson playing catcher for the Reds. Friend with the pitch. 1-1. Pitcher result. 11 is going to be too high. Johnson, 5-1. That's a fly ball to center. Verdon will get to that with no trouble. And a nice job by Friend. And 1-2-3 go the Reds. 1-0 after 2. Top of the third. Leading off for the Pirates will be the Harold Baines of the 60s, second baseman Bill Mazeroski, 265 average, 13 homers, 59 RBIs. Jim, of course, Maz is in the Hall of Fame. I still will sometimes wonder why. O'Toole the pitch. 1-4. That is a blank. Maz. 4-4. Line drive to third. That'll be caught by Freeze, out number 1. Freeze is right there to make a play. 1 out. And now we'll see the pitcher, Bob Friend. 139 average and 7 RBIs as a hitter. He could hit the ball a little bit. Who was the Maz and Baines of the 70s? That's a good question. I really don't know. I have to look into that when we do. Maybe when we go ahead and do another 70s season in the future, we'll have to look at that. O'Toole with the pitch. 3-3. Pitcher result, the 10 is too high. Friend, 1-4, and that is a ground ball to first. Handled easily by Stewart. That's the second out. Two quick outs for O'Toole. And next batter is Verdon. Verdon is 0 for 1. O'Toole will set up and make the pitch. O'Toole, 1-5, blank. Verdon, 5-2, and it's a grounder to second base. Easily taken care of there by Blasingame. He'll take his time, toss it to first, side retired. Another 1-2-3 inning by O'Toole. Remains 1-0 in favor of the Reds. Reds trying to tie the Braves for fourth right now. Pirates trying to get a little closer to San Francisco and or the Dodgers for the National League lead. Leading off for the Reds will be the pitcher, Jim O'Toole. Batted 172 as a hitter with 6 RBIs in 61. Friend with the pitch. 2-1, walk 11, that's high. O'Toole, 4-3, and O'Toole comes through with a base hit to center field. O'Toole will get himself a leadoff single, and he will make it to first. DH, we don't need no stinking DH. So O'Toole on at first. Here comes Blasingame. Blasingame 1 for 1, got a single and scored. Infield a double play depth. O'Toole, I doubt he's going to do anything, and he won't. Friend will go ahead and pitch to Blasingame. Blasingame misses the bunt attempt, though, but he's going to swing. Friend, 2-2, strikeout 4, and just got him called strike 3. Got him. Against the righties, a 6, -2 is a 4, and Blasingame should have swung the bat on that one. That's the first strikeout on for Friend. He had 108 of them in 61. One out. Here is Casco. Casco walked his first time up. Anything on the strat? The 17 says no. Friend will go ahead and make the pitch. Friend, 6-6. Error on a throw. Casco, 4-3. It's a ground ball to second base. Let's first find out if we have a double play chance, and we'll check an error here. 1-1-2. Shortstop pivot is Grote. It's a 0. A 1. We'll keep the 10. We'll keep the 10 so far. A 1 or a 2, this would have been a double play. It is a 1. So the throw is made by Mazeroski. It's a 4.63. It's a 4.63. So Mazeroski's error rating is an 8. That's a 10. He does not make an error to throw second base. So O'Toole is definitely out. So we already rolled what will happen. Now the pivot man is Grote. His error rating is an 11, but he won't make an error throwing back to first. So that's going to be a double play, and that will retire the side. So that is a 4-6-3 double play. No errors are made, no runs and a hit. After 3, still 1-0 in favor of the Reds. Remember, if there is an error on a throw, or an error, if there's an error, any kind of error, and it's a possible double play chance, you must check to see if there's an error on a throw on the first fielder and the second fielder to make sure there's no error there. Time for station break already. This is the RJL Network. Be right back. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Mr. Harlan Daniels joins us here at Crosley Field. Says, stoked I was able to make one of these streams. Found you the other day. Never heard of this game, and you really provide a voice and attitude that screams ballpark. Well done, good sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Daniels. A pleasure to have you in the chat. Screams is the right word. Yeah, that's true. That is true. So, that's for sure. So thank you very much there, Mr. Daniels. Check out the channel. I got so many of these games available. And if you really want to know more about Inside Pitch, check out, I have the link in the comments for the Inside Pitch baseball game. Take a close look at it. It really is. It may be a little daunting at first because of the base running, but once you get it down pat, it flows really smoothly. There is no other game, in my opinion, that provides so much excitement than this one. And I've already done a number of seasons, of course. This is my what is it? My 5th, right? This is my 5th or 6th. Let's see. 94, I did payoff pitch. 85 started with payoff pitch and went to inside pitch. 76, 81, 79. Oh, this is my 6th season. Oh, boy. Top of the 4th inning, Reds lead 1-0. O'Toole back on the mound. Here is Dick Grote. He will lead off for the Bucks here in the top of the 4th. We are in the pennant race, so these games do matter here. O'Toole will set up and make the pitch. 2-1, walk, 5. That's ball 4, and Grote will trot to first. So O'Toole gives up his first walk. He had 86 of them in 61. Infield goes to double play depth, and here comes the great Clemente, and he is 0 for 1. Grote had no stolen bases. I doubt he'll do anything. That's a 5. He will stay put. O'Toole will set up the pitch. Clee baseball fan joins us here at Crosley Field. O'Toole, 6-6, strikeout. The 15 is high. Clemente, 5-1, and that's a grounder to second base. Let's see. 2-2-3. Shortstop, Casco, pivot 0, 1-3, double play. They got it. 2 outs. When you get Clemente in a double play, that's pretty big as how good he was. And of course, this is 1961. Clemente was pretty young at that time, but he was already becoming the star he was. So that is a 4-6-3. 2 outs here is Stewart. He's 0 for 1. There is no one better. Well, I do thank you very much there, Brian. But remember there, guys, always check out the great Al Red Sox fan. Check out Kurt Berglund. Check out, ID Jester. Check out Dave Gardner. And, of course, Uncle Ron Juckett. Don't forget to get those guys. I thank you very much. But they were my inspirations to doing this. They're the ones that got me into this crazy idea. Thanks, guys. O'Toole with the pitch. 5-3. Super walk. That 5 will walk Stewart. So that's a good thing that I got the double play. And Stewart's going to walk. That'll be the second walk by O'Toole. And now a chance for Hoke. Hoke is 0 for 1. Stewart on it first. Strategy roll. That's an 18. Nothing happening. O'Toole will pitch to Hoke. O'Toole. 5-3, again with the super walk, and that 10 is going to be ball 4. So now O'Toole has walked 2 straight batters. I use super walk in case of walk plus instead of walk plus. So now you got 2 straight walks given up. Runners at first and second for Skinner. Skinner is 0 for 1. Still 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Reds leading 1-0, but O'Toole in a bit of a jam. Anything on the strat? The answer is no. O'Toole does have Kurt Berglund, good baseball guy. Actually, he is a great baseball guy. O'Toole with the pitch. 4-3. Walk again. 6 ball 4. And now O'Toole has walked 3 straight batters. They're going to go talk to him on the mound and see what he's doing here. He's made 4 walks in this inning. And it now brings up a chance for Smith. Smith is 0 for 1. O'Toole is he's walked 4 batters this inning, and now the bases are loaded. So now with 2 outs, and they're going to do a strategy roll here, see if anything comes up. The 16 is a no. O'Toole better set her down here, or the Pirates are going to take a lead. O'Toole with the pitch. 3-6, strikeout 8, and no, he misses. Smith is a 9, but -2 makes him a 7. Smith, 6-4, and against the lefty, Smith's going to come through. That's going to be a base hit past second. Stewart will come in to score. Hoke, a base running rating of 3. He will come in to score. Skinner, a base running rating of 4 with 2 outs. Skinner, a base running rating of 4 with 2 outs. Single pat second. That's going to be good enough to get him to third. Smith on it first. Pirates take the lead 2-1. Stadium groans. So for some reason, O'Toole couldn't find the plate. And now it's a 2-1 Pirates lead. And the batter now is Maz. So he gets a walk, then a double play, and then 3 straight walks, and now a base hit. And now the Reds are in trouble here, so Mazeroski will bat now. Strategy roll of 3. Nothing happening here. O'Toole will go ahead and make the pitch. O'Toole, 4-6. That's at the park. Crosley field, 4-1. It's a grounder to short. It won't be that much damage. It's taken by Casco. He will throw to second against Smith, and that will retire the side, but not good. 2 runs on only 1 hit, 4 walks. And O'Toole better settle down. Pirates are taking a 2-1 lead. As we go to the bottom of the 4th. Remember, top 4 teams in the National League will make the postseason. Must have winning records, though. Bottom of the 4th inning, and it will be Veda Pinson leading off for the Reds. He's 0 for 1. Friend doesn't want to be anybody's friend for the Reds. Friend, 4-3, walk 7, and that's going to be too high. Pinson, 3-5. It's a fly to right, and Roberto will get to that with no trouble. First out. One man down, and here comes the ambassador. Robinson is 0 for 1. Friend with the pitch. 3-5. Strikeout 8. That is high. Robinson, a 1-3, and he grounds one to third, easily picked up by Hoke, and that is the second out. So Friend trying to shut the Reds down in the next inning. Here's Lynch. Lynch is 0 for 1. Friend will set up and make the pitch. 1-6, strikeout, 20 is high. Lynch, a 2-5, and it's a ground ball to first. This time Stewart will handle it. He calls off Friend. He'll take it himself. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Reds. 2-1 Pirates after 4. In this big National League game here in September of 1961, we are in the pennant race. The final week is only a few days away. Top of the 5th. Leading off for the Bucks will be Bob Friend. He is 0 for 1. Fans here at Crosley Field know that the Reds have got to continue to win games. They are a half game back of the Braves for the last playoff spot. O'Toole with the pitch. 1-4. That is a blank. Friend, 5-6. It's a fly to right. And that will be taken care of there by Robinson. And that is the first out. Next up is Verdon. Verdon is 0 for 2. O'Toole sets up. And that is a 3-5. Strikeout, 13 is high. Verdon, a 2-6, and that is a fly to center. Getting over there will be Darth Vader, and he will make the catch for out number 2. 2 quick outs by O'Toole, trying to have a much better inning. Grote is up next. He is 1 for 1, a single and a walk. And I think that'll be taken care of by my mom. She should get that. So Grote on at the plate now. The fact that Hernandez or Gritch on the Hall of Fame and Baines and Maz tells you something right there. We always discuss that, my good Sean, but you are right. O'Toole with the pitch. 5-6, blank. Grote gets the swing, 2-2, and he gets a base hit to right. That will be a single and keeps the inning alive. Second hit of the game for Grote. He's now 2 for 2. And here comes Clemente. Clemente is 0 for 2. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if he's ever hit a home run on the board here in the games I've had him. I don't think he's ever hit one. I don't remember. If he did, I'll have to check. 2 outs. Pirates lead 2-1, top of the 5th. Anything on the strat? The 8 says no. O'Toole will make the deal. 1-5. That is a blank. Clemente, 4-6, and he grounds it to second base. Easily handled by Blasingame, and he will get Clemente out at first. And that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Pirates as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Friend will get back on the mound. Gordy Coleman leads off for the Natty. He is 0 for 1. Reds down 2-1 here in a very key game. A game the Reds really needed. They cannot really afford many losses if they want to stay with the Braves. Friend, 4-3. Walk, 13. That is high. Coleman, a 1-3. And that's grounded to second base. It will be handled by Mazeroski for the out. One down. Here comes Freeze. Freeze is 0 for 1. Friend will go ahead and make the pitch. 5-4. Range play at the park. Crosley Field, 6-3. That's a fly ball to center. That ball is hit to Verdon. Verdon's range is a 3. And he's got it. Nice play by Verdon on the run. But he had a little bit more room than he thought. He makes the catch, 2 down. Verdon makes a nice play in center field. Here's Johnson. Johnson is 0 for 1. Woodman 564 joins us here at Crosley Field, and I know he will be rooting for the Reds. Friend with the pitch. 4-2 against the righty. Strikeout. The 10 is high. Johnson, a 2-1, and Johnson keeps things alive. That's going to be a single to left. Easily taken care of there by Skinner. And a base hit by Johnson. But now the Reds have to hope that the pitcher can keep things alive. Here is O'Toole, although he is 1 for 1. Johnson really not a threat to do anything, and he won't. Friend will go ahead and prepare to make the pitch to his opposite number. Friend, 3-3, strikeout 7, got him, side retired. And that is only the second strikeout for Bob Friend. No runs and a hit for the Reds. 5 in the books here, still 2-1 in favor of the Bucks. In a game that the Reds destroyed Pittsburgh 10-1 in this game historically. But right now, Bob Friend is trying to give him other plans. As DJ John 4444 joins us here at Crosley Field. Top of the 6th. Who leads off? Leading off for the Bucks will be Dick Stewart. He has walked his last time up. So did pretty much a lot of the Pirates players. O'Toole will go ahead and pitch. 1-1, strikeout 7, got him. Easy strikeout there. And that is strikeout number 3 for O'Toole. And that's 1 out. Next up is Hoke. Hoke is 0 for 1 with a walk. I don't think the Reds have scored 10 total runs every game. I know it's been a tough year for these Reds in 1961, and they won the National League. They have seriously underachieved in FastScore and on the board. O'Toole, 6-1, walk, 19. Nope, that's going to be too high. Hoke, a 1-4, and it's a ground ball to first. That'll get handled by Coleman on his own. 2 down. So Hoke is out. And now here is Skinner. Skinner is 0 for 2. But that's what makes these games exciting, what FastScore brings you, and that's okay. We want some surprises, although I know Brian B. is not happy his Reds have to fight for a playoff spot. O'Toole with the pitch. 5-2, range play at the park. Crosley, 1-3. That ball is hit to right field. That is a 20, and that's going to be too high. So we know it's going to be a range play to right. So nothing here, but now it's a range play to right field, and out there is Robinson. His range is a 3. He'll make the catch. Nice job by Robinson on a fly out to right, and it will be a 1-2-3 inning for the Bucks. We will go to the bottom of the 6th with the Pirates still holding a 2-1 lead. Reds got to get some runs. Here is Don Blasingame. He is 1 for 2 for the game as we start the bottom of the 6th. Friend will go ahead and make the pitch. 5-1. That is a blank. Blasingame. 5-3. It's a base hit to right field. Blasingame gets his second hit of the game. As Brian B. says, when your leadoff hitter hits 222, Blasingame makes Brian B. eat those words and get the base hit. And Blasingame is now 2 for 2. With a walk. Blasingame has been, 2 for 3. I'm sorry, 2 for 3 with a strikeout. Here is Casco. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Infield is at double play depth. Blasingame had 4 stolen bases. Not going anywhere with the 15. Friend will pitch to Casco. Friend, 3-2. That is a blank. Casco swings. 5-2. Base hit. That's going to be a single past second. That'll be a base hit for him. Blasingame got enough speed. He'll make third. He'll hold at third base. And Blasingame on at third. And the Reds are in business. So 2 straight singles to lead off the bottom of the 6th. And here is Pinson. Pinson is 0 for 2. So now what do you do here to the Pirates? Do you call the infield in or do you play for the double play? It is the 6th inning. I think you call the infield in here. You don't want the Reds to tie the ball game up. We're now in the 6th. If it was early, I think you would. I don't think you'd do it. So, strategy roll. And that is a 9. Nothing happening. Friend in a jam here. Nobody out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Pirates lead 2-1, but the Reds are threatening. Friend, 1-6, strikeout 12, that is high. Pinson, 3-3, and it's going to be a base hit to center field. The Reds will at least tie the game. Blasingame comes in to score. Casco, a base running rating of 3, and that's a single to center, -2. So a 1, Casco will take third, and he does. And Pinson with good speed, his base running rating is a 5, and he'll take second, and that turns that single into a double tie game. Stadium cheers. Yay! So Veda Pinson gets a single, but turns that into a 2-bagger. We're tied at 2. They're going to go talk to Friend on the mound, see if he's doing okay. And Robinson is up next. Infield is still going to play in. And there's see what here. Now we got a 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the 6th as the Reds tie it up. Strategy roll. And that is a 14. Nothing happening. Friend will pitch to Robinson. Friend, 2-3. That is a blank. He is not tired. Robinson, 3-4. Base hit right field. Franks Robinson will put the Reds ahead. Casco will come in to score. Pinson, a base running rating of 5. Single to right, -1 from second to home because of Clemente's arm. A 1-4. Pinson will score, and it's a 6. Here he comes. It is a 6. And now we got Clemente. He's got a -2 arm, a 1-5. There will be an out, and there will be an out. And that's going to be a throw to the plate, and Pinson is going to be tagged out at home by Clemente. Robinson, a base running rating of 4. That is a 5. He cannot take second on the throw. He will stay at first base. And it is 3-2, but there is one out. Wow. Casco does score, but Pinson is gunned down at the plate by Roberto Clemente. It is a single for Robinson, but he will not be able to take second. He stays put, but it is now 3-2 in favor of the Reds. What a play by Clemente. One out now as he goes ahead and nails Pinson at home. And here comes Lynch. Lynch is 0 for 2. Clemente, of course, was known for throwing out base runners very easily, as a matter of fact. Strategy roll. And that's a 16. Robinson will stay put. Friend will make the pitch. 3-3. Strikeout 4. He got Lynch. Struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Friend, and that is 2 down. Next up is Coleman. Coleman is 0 for 2. Robinson had 22 stolen bases, a definite stealing threat, but he will stay at second. Friend, a 2-6, that is a blank. Coleman, 2-2, and against the righty, Coleman hits one into center field. That's going to be a double. Should score Robinson. His base running rating is a 5. A double to center is 0. So a 1-5, I'm sorry, base running or 5 with 2 outs, I should say. A 1-5, Robinson will score, and he will. Coleman will hold it second. It's 4-2 Reds. Stadium cheers. Yay! So now with 2 outs, it's now 4-2. And the Reds now are getting runs in now. Now they're beginning to score runs like they did in this game. Here is Freeze. Freeze is 0 for 2. Friend beginning to run out of batters here. Coleman still on at second. Friend will pitch to Freeze. Strategy roll. That's a 6. Coleman stays put. Friend, 1-6, strikeout 5, and he got freeze, and that'll retire the side. Strikeout number 4, but damage was done. 3 runs on 5 hits for the Reds. And 1 big throw out at the plate, but the Reds will be happy with a 4-2 lead now after 6. Yes, Doug Hunt, he did have a great arm. He certainly did. If anybody wants to say that Roberto Clemente may have had the best outfield arm in history, you know what? It's kind of hard to argue that. And there have been many of them, but maybe he had the best arm ever. Top of the 7th, 4-2 Reds. O'Toole gets back on the mound. Hal Smith leads off for the Bucks, and he is 1 for 2. O'Toole still has batters left. So we'll see how long he goes here as we start the top of the 7th. O'Toole with the pitch. 4-5, strikeout 4, and he got him. This time he does get Smith, and that is the 4th strikeout for O'Toole, 1 down. Next up is Mazeroski is 0 for 2. O'Toole will go ahead and make the pitch. 6-6, strikeout 1, got Mazeroski, struck him out. Maz didn't strike out much against lefties, but he does here on a 1, struck him out. And that is strikeout number 5 for O'Toole. Friend is due to be the next batter, but that's going to be it for Bob Friend as he is approaching his tired rating, so he's going to come out of the game. And the Pirates will go with a pinch hitter, and it is going to be Smokey Burgess. 303 average, 12 homers, 52 RBIs. Smokey Burgess will go up against O'Toole here with 2 men out. O'Toole will make the pitch. 5-3, super walk, and that will be ball 4. So O'Toole gives up another walk, and Burgess will trot to first. And that is the 5th walk issued by O'Toole. It keeps the inning alive for Verdon. Verdon is 0 for 3. He's looking for his first hit. Anything with Burgess on first, I doubt it. That's a 7. The answer is no. O'Toole will go ahead and pitch to Verdon. O'Toole, 2-6, error on a throw. Verdon, 6-2, and that's an infield single to shortstop. So that's an error on a throw, but it's an S6, which means that it's an automatic infield single. The question is, does Casco try to throw out Verdon? His error rating is a 9. That's a 6, and he does, and that's going to be an extra base. So an automatic infield single to Casco. Casco still tries to get Verdon, throws the ball away, and now runners at second and third with 2 outs. What a time to do that. As Casco makes an error, and that is a single and an error. So that's a single and an E6. And that is the first error on the Reds. They did not have any errors in the game historically. So now runners at second and third, and here is Grote, and O'Toole is livid. He goes over to Casco, said, man, you should have just eaten the ball. Shouldn't have tried to make a play. But that definitely is a single and an error. And now the Pirates have something going on here with 2 outs. Strategy roll. That is an 18. Nothing happening. Grote will not bunt with 2 outs. O'Toole knows. Let's see if the Pirates can make the Reds pay for the error. O'Toole with the pitch. 1-5. That is a blank. Grote swings. 6-5. And a line drive it right back to O'Toole, but he will glove it and retire the side. Stadium breathes out a sigh of stadium sighs. Phew. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and a walk. But the Pirates cannot take advantage of the error, and it will remain 4-2 here. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after the night's game. Our next game will be tomorrow night, and it will be September 22nd. This will be the final day of doing one baseball game per 3 days. After that, I take a day off, and then we begin the final week, which is one game per 1 day for the final week of the regular season. We are going to, well, it was a tough choice between two good matchups, actually, I liked. But I decided that we're going to stay here at Crosley Field for another game with the Reds. We're going to stay here because this is the postseason matchup this is the season matchup that right now the Reds are fighting for their playoff lives. We're going to stay here at Crosley Field for another game, but they're going to take on the San Francisco Giants. It will be Billy O'Dell for the Giants and Bob Perkey for the Reds. So we're going to stay here another day at Crosley Field. So it will be the Giants and the Reds for September 22nd, the final day of the one of 3 baseball days. And then we're approaching the final week, and the postseason is right around the corner. Bottom of the 7th here, Reds lead 4-2. And let's see, leading off for the Reds is going to be Darryl Johnson, and he is 1 for 2. Pirates need a pitcher. And let's see, you got Wright. Probably, I don't know if O'Toole's going to bat. I doubt it. They'll probably go to a pinch hitter. So Wright switch left. So let's see who the Pirates are going to bring in. Coming on to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Clem Labine. 4 wins, 1 loss, a save, a 3.69 ERA. Labine will come on, and he will pitch. So Labine will pitch to Johnson here to start the bottom of the 7th. You can enjoy that 3-way Cincinnati chili. So I've been told. So Labine with the pitch. Labine, 4-2. That is a blank. Johnson, 4-2. And that is a ground ball to first. It'll be handled by Stewart. That is out number 1. One down, and that's going to be it for Jim O'Toole. He'll actually be tired on the first batter. So the Reds are going to take him out of the game, although he's pitched beautifully. But the Reds are going to go with bait with the bench here. And coming on to pinch hit for the Reds is going to be Wally Post. 294 average, 20 homers, 57 RBIs. Post will go up against Labine here to start the bottom of the 7th. I remember the days RJL did doubleheaders every day the last week of the season. Bring on the block dragon. No more doubleheaders, guy. They're just way too much, especially on school nights when I got to go to work the next day. Labine with the pitch. 5-4 against the righty. Strikeout 6. Got him. He'll go ahead and get Post. And that is a strikeout, out number 2. And now the batter is Blasingame. Blasingame is 2 for 3 here, 2 singles. Labine will go ahead and make the pitch. Labine, 3-6, walk, 20 is high. Blasingame, a 1-4, and Blasingame's going to get a base hit to center field. So Brian B. continues to bash Blasingame, but Blasingame is 3 for 4 tonight. And he will go to first. The question is, can the Reds do something with it? Here is Casco, and he is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Strategy rolls are still active. And nothing on the 5. Blasingame stays put. Labine will go ahead and make the pitch. Labine, 4-2. That is a blank. Casco, 1-2. A line drive hit to short, but that'll be gloved by Grote, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Reds. They're holding on to a 4-2 lead here after 7. But of course, everyone knows that no lead is safe on inside pitch. Just ask the Twins, ask the Indians, ask the Braves, and ask the Brewers. Top of the 8th inning, the late great Roberto Clemente leads off for the Bucks. Reds need a pitcher here. And let's see who they're going to go with. Let's see, right. They're going to go with a righty. Coming on to pitch for the Reds will be Jim Brosnan. 10 wins, 4 losses, 16 saves, a 3.04 ERA. He is one of their closers, but he's very capable of going the distance if necessary. So Jim Brosnan will pitch to Clemente here to start the top of the 8th. Brosnan will go ahead and make the pitch. Brosnan, 3-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Clemente, 3-1. Chops it right back to Brosnan. He'll take it and toss it over to first for the out. And that's a good starting out to get Clemente. Here's Stewart. Stewart is 0 for 2 with a walk. Did Lynch and post platoon. Lynch came in a little bit later, I think, Brian. I think he came in a little bit later for the Reds. Lynch only played in 96 games. He only had 181 at-bats. Wally Post had more at-bats than he did. And probably, I believe, Post will be a starter for the Reds if they make the postseason. Remember, I make the postseason rosters due to who's active, who's not injured, but the lineups are made by Baseball Reference, usually. But I do make a few changes once in a while. Brosnan with the pitch. 1-1, strikeout, 17 is high. Stewart, 4-6, and he grounds it to first. That'll be handled by Coleman, 2 down. So Brosnan getting the job done on the first 2 batters. Hoke is up next, and he is 0 for 2 with a walk. So Brosnan will make the pitch. Brosnan, 2-1 against a righty. That's a blank. Hoke, a 3-4, and that is a grounder to second. Taken care of by Blasingame. He'll take his time. Toss it to first. Side retired. Nice job by Brosnan here. 1, 2, 3, go the Bucks. We will go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Leading off for the Reds will be Veda Pinson, and he is 1 for 3 with a double. Labine is going to stay out there. He will continue to pitch. He can pitch to 3 more batters before he tires. They're going to let him pitch here. Labine against Pinson. Bottom of the 8th, 4-2. Labine, 6-4. That is a blank. Pinson, 5-5. And it's a ground ball to third, handled easily by Hoke. And he'll make the play, 1 out. 1 quick out. And here comes Robinson. Robinson is 1 for 3. Labine, he'll go ahead and make the pitch. Labine, 5-2, blank. Robinson, 6-1. He hits one to right field. That is a 20. And against the righty, it's just going to be a little too high. And that's going to be a fly out to right. And Robinson thinks he should have gotten a bomb, but he's going to miss it by 2. Wow, just got under it. A fly to right instead of a home run. It was a hard play for Clemente. He had to make the play near the wall. 2 outs. And now here's Lynch. Lynch is 0 for 3. Followed up with the Pennant race in 1961. I've heard those books were pretty good. Labine will make the pitch. Labine, 6-1, possible error. Lynch, a 5-2, and that's going to be a base hit to center field, a single for Lynch. Center fielder, Verdon's error rating is a 4. That's a 5. He won't make an error, and Lynch will hold it first. Base hit for Lynch, and the batter now is Coleman. Labine is now tired, and he is due to bat 4th. In the 9th, they're going to see if he can get out of the inning. Labine will pitch to Coleman here, unless, of course, he allows a run or Lynch gets into scoring position. So Labine will pitch to Coleman, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th inning. Strategy rolls are still on. And that is a 1. Lynch actually gets the steal sign, but a 10 minus 2 is an 8. And Smith a -1. Sending Lynch would be a mistake. If it was a hit and run, I would think about it. But he gets the steal. Lynch says, I'm not going anywhere. Gordy, bring me in. Labine with the pitch. 4-6. Home run chance against the lefty, though. Labine has a 0, so no chance of a home run against the lefty, at least not that way. Coleman, 6-4, and he grounds it to second base. That'll get handled by Mazeroski. He will throw to first, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Reds. They have a 4-2 lead here after 8. But will we see some ninth inning magic? I know Brian B. definitely wants to see some ninth inning magic. I know he definitely wants to see the Pirates get some ninth inning magic. Top of the ninth, 4-2 Reds. Brosnan will stay out there, and he's going to pitch to Bob Skinner, who will lead off for the Bucks. Brosnan will pitch to him. Skinner is 0-2, looking for his first hit. Doug Hunt says magic. Brosnan will pitch to him. Top of the ninth, 4-2 Reds. Reds trying to go ahead and get a big win here against the Pirates that are chasing the Dodgers and the Giants. Brosnan, 1-3, hit by pitch. The 12 is too high. Skinner, 6-3, and it's a fly ball to center field. Darth Vader uses the force, gets over there, makes the catch, out number 1. Of course, Star Wars didn't exist yet in 1961. Next batter is Smith. May see a pinch hitter for him, and I think they will. We're going to see a pinch hitter for Smith, so out he comes. And coming on to pinch hit for Smith will be Don Leppert. 267 average, 3 homers, 5 RBIs. Leppert will take over at catcher if the game goes any further. 4-2 Reds. Brosnan will pitch to Leppert. Brosnan, 5-1. That is a blank. Leppert will swing. 4-3, and it's a fly to center field. Veda will get to that one as well. He will make the catch. 2 down. And the last chance for the Pirates will be Bill Harold Baines Mazeroski. He is 0-3, still looking for his first hit. Brosnan looking to see if he can get it done. Fans at Crosley Field know this game is huge. Fans are all set and ready. Brosnan makes the pitch. A 4-3. That is a blank. Mazeroski, 2-1, and it's a fly ball to right field. Frank Robinson will come in a little bit. Now he'll take a step backward, puts out his glove, block, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. Reds will beat the Pirates tonight, 4-2, and at this moment they are once again tied with the Braves for the final playoff spot. Stadium cheers. Yay! Big win for the Reds tonight as they beat the Pirates 4-2. A good matchup, actually. Well, a well-pitched game. Nothing wrong with the way the pitchers went tonight. But the Reds do come away with the victory. And they will beat the Pirates tonight. Now we got to see what Ticker says, because we're going to play the Reds again tomorrow night, and we'll see what the situation will be then. Final line score coming up. For the Reds, 4 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. For the Pirates, 2 runs on 4 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher is Jim O'Toole. He will get the win. Bob Friend takes a tough loss, and Jim Brosnan does wind up with the save. 10-minute ticker is coming right up. Do not change that dial, because that's what you had to do back in the 1960s. If you wanted to change the channel, you had to get off your butt and actually change the channel on the TV. When was the last time anybody really had to do that anymore? Since what? The late 80s when the first remote controls came out? Something like that. Oh, simpler times. When you actually had to get off your butt to change the channel on the TV. And you actually had to, and of course, you only had 13 channels, I think. And of course, everybody loved public television. I sure did. WNET, Channel 13. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So we know that the Reds go ahead and get a victory on the Pirates today. We now start with September 19th. There could be a couple of clinches today, maybe. The Yankees play the Orioles in a doubleheader. It is a big one. The Orioles are only one game back of the Yankees for second. Game one, Yankees 8-26, and that is 3. Orioles 2-46, and that is 4. The Orioles win the first game. Game number 2. Yankees 6-46, and that is 5. Orioles 6-33, and that is 3. So they split the twin bill, which means nothing changes. Boston at the White Sox, a big series. Boston is 4 games back of the White Sox for 4th place. But more importantly, the Red Sox are at 500. They cannot lose more than 4 games. Red Sox 3-23, and that is 2. White Sox 13-54, and that is going to be 7. And the White Sox solidify that 4th place spot, and they're now a 5-game lead on the Red Sox. The Red Sox are now under 500. Kansas City at Cleveland. Kansas City at Cleveland. The Indians have 80 losses. 1 loss out of these 2, they are out. Game 1, Kansas City 9-35, and that is 4. Cleveland 10-45, and that's 5. The Indians win that game. They're now 71-80. Kansas City at Cleveland, game 2. Kansas City 10-66. That's probably going to do it. That's 10. Cleveland 14-55. That is 7. That is the 81st loss for the Indians. They are eliminated. Even if they wind up in the 5th spot, they would have a losing record. They would have a 500 or below record. The Indians are eliminated from the postseason. They are out. Dodgers, Angels, and the Tigers. Tigers trying to the Tigers right now, their magic number is 7 to win the league. Angels 5-16, that is 1. Tigers 12-16, and that is 2. The Tigers will win the ball game. Minnesota at Washington. Twins 11-62, meaningless game, and that's a 7. Senators 8-55, and that is 6. And it'll be a win for the Twins. Cubs and the Dodgers. Dodgers 3 games back of the Giants for the lead. Cubs 9-31, and that is 3. Dodgers 15-11, and that's 1. The Dodgers will lose to the Cubs. Braves and the Giants. Big game here for both. Giants a chance now to go 4 games ahead of the Dodgers. Braves now tied with the Reds. Milwaukee 10-26, and that is 3. Giants 6-32, and that is also 3. They will tie. A big one here. Milwaukee rolls a 5. With +0 is 5. Giants roll a 3. -2 is 1. The Braves will win in extra innings, and they are once again a half game ahead of the Reds. Philadelphia and the Cardinals, pretty much meaningless here, as the Cardinals are probably much about to be, I think, let me see how many losses they got. I don't mark the Cardinals. Cardinals at the moment, the Cardinals have 77 losses, so they can't lose more than 3 more games. Let's see here. Philadelphia 5-14, that is 1. The Cardinals 12-36. And that is 5. The Cardinals still get the win, and they'll stay where they're at. On to September 20th. Yankees at Baltimore. Yankees 6-15, and that is 1. Orioles 225. That's 2. And the Orioles will now be tied with the Yankees for second place. Boston at the White Sox. The Red Sox are now under 500. Boston 936, and that is 4. White Sox 1446, and that is 6. And another win for the White Sox. Boston now has 78 losses. Kansas City at Cleveland, meaningless ball game now. Kansas City 745, and that is 5. Indians 1466, and that is 11. And the Indians will get the win. Angels and the Tigers. Angels 742, and that is 4. Tigers 12-11, that's 0, and that's going to be a win for the Angels. Pittsburgh and the Reds. Reds are once again a half game back of the Braves. Pittsburgh 636, and that is 4. Reds 735, that is also 4. They will tie. They will tie. Pittsburgh rolls a 5, -2 is 3. Reds roll a 1, +4 is 5, and the Reds will win that in extras. The Reds were very good in clutch in extra innings that year. Cubs and the Dodgers. Cubs 835, and that is 4. The Dodgers have the left arm of God on the mound, 12-46, and that is 6. And the Dodgers will win that game. Now the Braves and the Giants again. Once again, the Reds are tied with Milwaukee. Braves 533, and that is 3. Giants 1164, and that's 8. The Giants will get a win, and now the Reds are in 4th place by a half game. Philadelphia and the Cardinals. Philadelphia 846, and that is 5. Cardinals 1043, and that is also 5. They will tie. They will tie. Philadelphia rolls a 2, -3, -1. Cardinals roll a 4, -1 is 3. The Cardinals will get another win and pretty much be staying alive. I don't think they are out yet. I'll have to check. On to September 21st. Only 2 games were played. Yankees and the Orioles. Yankees 1334, and that is 4. Orioles 063, and that's 5. The Orioles actually take the series from the Yankees. Minnesota and Washington. Minnesota 712, that's 1. Senators 312, that's 0, and Minnesota will win the ball game. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be September 22nd. We're going to stay at Crosley Field as the San Francisco Giants take on the Cincinnati Reds. Billy O'Toole will go for the Giants, and Bob Perkey will go for the Reds. And let me see here, the Giants. Let me see, San Francisco lost to Milwaukee, beat Milwaukee, so they went to 85-60. They've not clinched anything. They've not clinched anything yet. They've not clinched anything yet. So this is not a clinching game for them, but a very important game for the Reds. A big game tomorrow night. Giants and Reds. Odell and Perkey at Crosley Field. Be there or be square. Brian Patterson, Doug Hunt, Clee baseball fan, DBIP. Brian B., Bruce Berkowitz, Philip Reynolds. DJ John 4444, Woodman 564, Sean 1113, Harlan Daniels, Joel Turney. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. See you guys tomorrow night. The Reds win it tonight. And due to 10-minute ticker, they are now in 4th. The Braves are right behind them. But a win for the Reds tonight, 4-2 over the Bucks. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.